Easy. Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Any progress on that? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent... Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of... Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Of course, I'm a vicar who is dedicated, but instead, I ended... It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be... Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought... Most laypeople are not aware of this, but I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. And that's the long and short. Fantastic. Let me get my...
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about...
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Where are we headed?
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cable? You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one. In the enemy cantina, lavatory, behind one of the Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical had. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller. Unofficially, strictly between you and...
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Bring us honor, so... You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded... Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, so... Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for... There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its core.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brain.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real... Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about... If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory. Go on.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to... You pretty much did my job for me. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Been eating nothing but salt.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Mabel Burgess. Age 37. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she could. Still one outstanding bounty. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned. You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations. Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, ever since the company first settled the Vale. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn Marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime. What's on your mind? As long as you're If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it. Something to report?
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
At least you got your health.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been... What can I do for you? Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. We're a sensible people.